Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to Kushi High School. So this is our 6th class science. As we are continuing our chapter 16, living and non-living. I hope you are following our recorded classes. So children, please follow the classes regularly because as soon as the school opens, again we'll ask you some questions. Then you're not able to say the answers, right? So far, you have to definitely read the textbook as well as you have to follow the classes. Okay, right? So in last class, we have learned about the table number 2. Is it not? Yes, I have given you homework also. Like page number 166, we have finished. Now, page number 167, food and living beings. We have seen in the chapters on food that we as well all, yes, we have seen in all the chapters on food that we as well as other animals need for smooth functioning of different activities. Yes, why do we need food, children? We need food to perform all the activities. What are the activities that we'll do? Like to talk, to run, to walk. Is it we need some energy? No, whatever you want, if you want to play, if you want to jump, whatever activity we are doing, even when you're talking, when you're walking, when you're running. Suppose your mother cooks the food, she'll clean the utensils. These are all the activities that we are performing. And for this, we need some energy. From where do we get this energy? Definitely from the food we eat. So we need food for the smooth functioning of all to perform the all activities. Do plants also need food like us? Do plants కూడా మనలాగే food అవసరమా? They will also perform some activities, no? They will grow, is it not? They'll give us food. That is very important for us. In the chapter plants parts and function, we have seen that some parts of plants like roots, stems and fruit, some store food. Yes, in this chapter we have learned no, that food is stored in the plants. In some plants, food is stored in the parts like roots. In some other plants, food is stored in the parts like leaves, like spinach. The food is stored in the leaves, not in the spinach. పాలకూరలు ఎక్కడ మనం ఏం తింటాం ఆకులే తింటాం why because food is stored in the leaves right there. Okay. In other plants, like example carrot, it is a root, but still we are eating the root. Why? Because the food is stored in the roots of the carrot plant. So like this, many of the plants are having different storages of food parts, like maybe roots, maybe stem, modified stem, like potato, leaves, and some are like flowers, like cauliflower. It is a flower part of the plant, but still it stores the food. So like this we have learned. So what are the sources of their food? Most of the plants absorbs water and minerals from the soil. వాటికి ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఫుడ్ వస్తుంది plants కి? Most of the plants, they will take the food from the soil like minerals. What do they need these plants? Plants, do they need any other foods like meat, milk and all like us? No. So they need air. Okay, right? That is like carbon dioxide. Most of the most not a very important thing is that plants need carbon dioxide in order to prepare the food. Sunlight, okay, water and minerals. And from where do these plants get minerals? They get minerals from the soil and prepare their food in the presence of sunlight. Yes, they need water and minerals to prepare the food, but in the presence of sunlight. Sunlight is very important. Without sunlight, if they get the minerals and the carbon dioxide, it cannot prepare the food. So the very important thing is that it needs sunlight. The leaf is the place where the food is prepared. Still, it should need some place no, to prepare the food. Like we prepare food in the kitchen itself. In the same way, plants prepare their food in the leaf part. Food is prepared in the leaf, not in the stem part or in the root part. Food is stored in different parts, but food is prepared in the leaves. So leaf is the kitchen of the plant. Leaf is also called as the kitchen of the plant. Okay. This is called as photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Like from first class to second class, in every class, this is very familiar to us. No photosynthesis, is it not? Yes, what is photosynthesis now? Uh, the process of preparing the food by the leaves. But what are the important things for the plants to prepare the food? It needs air, water, sunlight. Okay. The process of preparing the food in the presence of sunlight is known as photosynthesis. Do you know some plants cannot prepare their own food? Most of the plants prepares their own food. That means we are depending on the plants and animals for food. But plants does not depend. No, they prepare their own food in the presence of sunlight by taking the water, air, and so minerals from the soil. But still, there are some plants that cannot prepare their food. They depend on the other plants for their nutrition. Some plants are there who depends upon the other plant for the nutrition. These plants are called as parasitic plants. These plants are called as parasitic plants. Example, cascata. Cascata is a type of plant which cannot prepare its food, but it depends upon the other plants for food. We also prepare food. Is our food preparation process same of that of plants? No, we also prepare the food. Plants also prepare their food, but it is totally in a different way. We prepare our food in different styles, whereas plants prepare the food in the leaf part only. It takes the sunlight, carbon dioxide, water from the soil, minerals from the soil, and it will prepare the food. Next, growth in living beings. You notice that kittens, pups, and chicks grow into adults? Yes. కోడి పిల్లలు కుక్క పిల్లలు పిల్లి పిల్లలు ఇవన్నీ ఏంటి కిటన్స్ పప్స్ అండ్ చిక్స్ ఫస్ట్ దే ఆర్ లైక్ బేబీస్ దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్వర్డ్స్ దే గ్రో ఇంటూ అడల్ట్ ఇస్ ఇట్ నాట్ యూ బికమ్ టాలర్ ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ ఎస్ మనం మీరు ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్లో ఇంతే ఉన్నారు సెకండ్ క్లాస్ థర్డ్ క్లాస్ సెవెంత్ క్లాస్కి వచ్చినప్పుడు హైట్ అయిపోతారు కదా యూ బికమ్ టాలర్ ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ సిమిలర్లీ సీడ్ జర్మినేట్స్ ఇంటూ అ ప్లాంట్ similar way, seed is a very small, it will grow into a big tree. That means it's growing taller. Some plants grow day by day into trees. Yes. So plants day by day, day by day, day by day, from the seed to the sapling to the plant and into a big tree. A human child grow into man or woman. Yes, a baby boy will grow into a man. A baby girl will grow into a woman. So plants also produce branches that show their growth. How can you say that plant is growing? It number of branches are arising. No, first it will be having only two branches, very thin and big. Then afterwards, many branches, many branches. So in like so it will grow into a big tree with a number of branches. Then you can say it's showing its growth in the form of the enlargement of the branches, number of branches. They grow throughout their life, but we do not grow like that. Yes, we grow up to certain age, right? But plants are not like that. They'll grow throughout their life. ఆ బ్రతుకున్న రోజు చెట్టు పెరుగుతూనే ఉంటుంది. We are not like that. Only up to certain age we'll have the growth. We will grow up to certain age and certain height, but some parts of the body grow throughout our life. Think what are those parts? Yes, we are not growing till our death. మనం చనిపోయేంత వరకు మనం పెరగము. Like only 18 years, 21 years, up to that we be growing, no? But some parts of our body, మన బాడీలో కొన్ని parts మాత్రం మనం చనిపోయేంత వరకు పెరుగుతూనే ఉంటాయి. Okay? What are those? Tell me. Like our nails. Like our nails. If you cut, it's okay. If you don't cut, what happens? It will keep on growing. And think what else are other parts which grow till our death. ఇంకా ఏమేమి మనం చనిపోయేంత వరకు పెరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. Okay. Next. Grow does not grow. Activity number 3. Grow does not grow. Okay. Just I'm reading the textbook. You have to follow the text. You listed several living things in activity. How do they grow? Analyze the observations. Also add some things that don't grow in the record. Record it in the table number 3. In figure number 2b, you can see one seed. Okay, next seed shows some growth. Then afterwards, it has come out of the surface of the land. Is it not? Then two leaves arises like this. Seed. Is it not? This is a seed. Again, it has started growing. Two leaves, more leaves have become bigger. The stem is become bigger. So in this way, the see to the tree, the growth of the tree you can see here. Table number 3 grows for a certain period. Which one? Hen and the dogs. Then they are not growing like trees and the human beings, right? Now grows throughout its life. Trees does not grow. Rock, non-living things does not grow. Is it not? Rock, mountains or something. Do all living things grow throughout the life? Here there is a question on page number 168. Do all living things grow throughout life, children? Not all living things. Living things like plants will grow throughout the life. బ్రతుకున్న రోజులు పెరుగుతుంటాయి. And human beings and animals does not grow throughout the life. Pick up any item from the column. Does not grow in the abode. Does it need food? Does not grow in the sense which one? It may be a rock. It may be the vehicle, man-made vehicle. Is it not? Do they need food? No, rock does not need any food because they are non-living things. Do you grow for entire lifetime? Or why not? Do we grow for entire lifetime? Not at all. Why not? If we grow for our lifetime, that means like 100, human life is for like 100 years, but nowadays it's only for 60 years. So when you get to 21 years old, you'll be having 6 feet or 6 and 7 feet height. The last, if you grow till the 100 years, what happens? It will reach up to some 50 feet height. Then you cannot construct the buildings which are suitable for us, and we cannot use our vehicles for driving. So for everything it will be a very difficult if you grow more than 7 feet height. Is it not? The one who is having 7 feet, they have to bend there and they have to come inside. So we cannot grow our lifetime, and it is it is not at all good for all. Next, if we grew like trees, how would we look like? మనం కూడా చెట్లలాగా బ్రతికిన రోజు పెరుగుతూనే ఉంటే అంత పెద్దగా అయిపోతాం. హౌ వుడ్ ఇట్ లుక్? ఎలా కనిపిస్తుంది? ఇట్స్ ఫన్నీ టు థింక్, నో? ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ ఫన్నీ టు థింక్. హ్యావ్ యూ రీడ్ స్టోరీస్ ఆఫ్ లిలిపుట్స్, డేవిడ్ అండ్ గోలియత్? హ్యావ్ యూ హర్డ్ ద స్టోరీ, లిలిపుట్ స్టోరీ? Yes, first you can see there, no? When he will go to the some other place, he will be seeing very small human beings. They're like only 1 feet something. Is it not? And again he will see the people who are very 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 tall. They are very tall. Non-living things cannot grow. Growth is also a characteristic feature of living things. Non-living things does not grow. But what is the growth here? It is a characteristic of living beings. అంటే ఒక లివింగ్ బీయింగ్స్కి ఉండవలసిన క్వాలిటీ ఏంటి? గ్రోత్. సో రాక్ ఈజ్ నాట్ షోయింగ్ ఇట్స్ గ్రోత్, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ నాన్ లివింగ్ థింగ్. Is it common to all living things? Yes. Growth is common in all living things. Human beings, living things, definitely growth is there. Plants are living beings, they are showing the growth. Animals are living beings, they are showing the growth. So it is common. Do all living things breathe? Do all living things breathe? Observe the abdomen of a cow when it is in rest position. How is it? It moves slowly. This shows that the cow is the breathing. Yes, when you observe the abdomen of a cow, cow పడుకున్నప్పుడు చూసారా దాని abdomen ఎలా ఉంటుంది? స్లోగా అప్ అండ్ డౌన్ మూమెంట్ ఉంటుంది. This shows that it is breathing. If you keep your finger in front of your nose, breathe in and breathe out. When we breathe in or inhale, you feel air coming out from your nostrils. It moves outside to inside our body. When we breathe out or exhale, the air inside come out. Yes. When you keep your finger in front of your nose, you can feel air touching your finger, right? So this shows that we are breathing. Do all birds have noses? How do they breathe? Yes, birds breathe. Definitely birds are breathing the air, right? Next, um, fish can't remain alive in air. How might they breathe while remaining in the water? They are having gills for respiration. They'll breathe through their gills. Frog, which is frog in the early stages like tadpole, they're living in the water, right? So they'll breathe through their moist skin. with the help of the skin. Do all living things breathe? Do plants breathe like us? All living things breathe. But do plants breathe like us? No, plant is not having a nose like us. They are not having the gills like fishes. But how do they breathe? We know that they do not have a nose. How would they breathe? Let us try to understand. Yes, take a fleshy leaf like aloe vera. Aloe vera is very fresh. You can take the aloe vera. Peel the upper layer from it and put it on a slide. Take out the upper layer పైన పొర తీసేసి keep it under a slide అంటే ఒక glass book పైన. Observe this under a microscope. When you observe this layer under the microscope, you will see the structures as shown in the figure number 3. They are called as stomata. They are useful for exchange of gases. Yes, this is the stomata, children. This is the structure of the stomata. It is present in the book. Okay. So this stomata acts like a nose of the plant. This stomata acts like a nose of a plant. What does it do? It will exchange the gases. That means it will give out the oxygen and it will take the carbon dioxide. So today's this is all today, ma. So this one second. Okay. So this stomata acts as nose which help in exchange of gases like taking in carbon dioxide and giving out oxygen. Okay. That is the structure of the stomata. You can see in the textbook also. So today's homework is again I'll post you in the group. Yeah, right. So here, yes. In this lesson, question number 1, list out common characteristics of living things. Second question, why do cockroaches come out of their places when lights are put out? Which characteristics are same in both a living thing and non-living thing? So first three questions. Question number 1, 2, 3. Learn and write one time. Question number 1, 2, 3. Learn and write one time. Question number 1, 2, 3. Lesson number 16. Textbook page is 175. So this is your homework, children. Go through the video full. Starting విని వదిలేయకండి. లెసన్ మొత్తం వినాలంటే మీరు వీడియో మొత్తం వినాల్సిందే. And look, some of the children after the YouTube after the previous class they called me and they were asking, teacher, which lesson, teacher, what is the homework, teacher, which lesson? So some children are not able to know that which lesson is going on. ఏ లెసన్ అవుతుందో కూడా తెలియకుండా ఉన్నారు. So lesson number 16, page number 175. First three question answers learn and write one time. That is the homework. Remaining class will be continued in our next session. Thank you, children.